My eyes see your face, searching for a straight to spell double name. My eyes see your face, searching for a straight to space.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. So, I want to get into this topic of envy. I feel like it's something important to discuss. I want to also just touch on the difference between envy and jealousy, because even though they bring up the same type of sentiment, they come from two different places. So, they're not necessarily opposites, but the source in which envy and jealousy come from are two different places. And then I'm going to talk about why envy is such a waste of time, and something that I witnessed earlier this week that will just bring this whole thing full circle. So let's get into it. So let's get into what envy and jealousy means. So envy really is looking at someone who has something that you believe in your mind belongs to you, or that you should have, and for whatever reason you don't have it, and so you're frustrated with that person, you're angry with that person for the simple fact that they have something that you believe you should have as well. That is envy. So you're always looking at what someone else has. Jealousy, on the other hand, has to do more with what you already have, but your anxiety comes from the fact that you feel someone out there is lurking around the corner, waiting for the opportunity to take it from you the moment you turn your back. So this usually happens with romantic relationships, even friendships, job positions, if you will. When you're in competition with other people for the spot that you have, you start to have these negative emotions about people. You start to kind of hold them off at arm's length, simply because you feel like they are coming to take your spot. So that is actual jealousy by its definition. Worried about someone taking something away from you that you already have. Envy, on the other hand, is being covetous of what someone else has, as though you should have it too. And so when I think about that, that is also something that happens in the workplace as well. So I understand why people may think these two definitions or two emotions are interchangeable, because in a fine line they can be. But like I said, they bring up the same type of anxiety, because it's either you're holding on tightly to something that you have in fear that someone's going to take it away from you, or you are, again, in this state of anxiety because someone has something that you feel you should have, or that you feel belongs to you. So those are the two separations between envy and jealousy. One of the main reasons why I feel like envy is such a waste of time and energy has to do with one specific idea. And that has to do with the fact that we don't know how a person got to the point that they got to, or attained the things that they've attained. This is very important to understand, because at the end of the day, depending on who you are, if you're a person with a good character, wants to see, the world be a better place, or, wants to do things that are of the highest integrity, you never want to feel envy towards someone because you don't know how they got it. And they may have sacrificed something that was like, wow, you did that. Or, just in general, nefarious activity in order to attain the success or attain the material things that they desired. The reason why I'm saying it like this has to do with something that I witnessed earlier this week. And quite honestly, I felt so horrible. It might sound a little bit weird for most people, because I'm not going to elaborate on what actually happened, what I witnessed. But for most people, they would say, well, they got what they deserved. And I can completely understand that. However, the reason why I felt bad is because I'm a big picture person, and I tend to look at things from a broad view. And I felt bad because I understand the need, or the desire rather, to have a beautiful life. So ain't nobody out here walking around talking about, I want to be living in a shabby place. I want to walk around with tattered clothes, or, I don't want to be successful, or I want to drive a beater car. No one's saying that. Everyone within the sound of my voice and breath in their body wants to have a beautiful and comfortable life. What comfort is to you, I'm not going to go there. But for most people, they want to have a nice car, they want to have a beautiful home, and they don't want to have to worry for nothing. And, yours truly, same thing. So when we go about our journey working towards these things, some of us may appreciate the journey and understand that they won't come like this. It'll take time, effort, consistency. And then there are other people who will cut corners or, lie, cheat, and steal their way to success. And unfortunately, when you lie, cheat, and steal your way to success, there are consequences behind that. And so it's so easy for all of us to look at the end result and say, wow, that person is where I want to be. Man, I wish that was me. Or why not me? Why them? And what I'm saying to you is don't start to adopt that. Don't start to adopt that attitude or that sentiment. Because like I said, at the end of the day, you have no idea how that person attained that success or attained the material things that they have. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people who do it through nefarious ways. And if you are someone who wants to truly be blessed, you can't do it that way. You've got to do it with integrity. You've got to do it with, a pure sense of intention, hard work, dedication, being true to not only yourself, but to the people around you. Honesty is such a big part of our future success. And so when you are not honest about how you're going about things, again, you pay a price. And unfortunately, someone paid a price this week, and the fall from grace is swift. It is hard. It may take some time for this individual to get back on their feet. I don't know the whole story, so I don't want to sit here and act like I do. But what is more important, what the takeaway from this message really is, to check your heart posture. I know I speak about that quite a bit, but I gotta repeat it. Check your heart posture. Your intentions gotta be pure. Your heart's gotta be in the right place. It's the only way we maintain the success that we have, that we appreciate the material things that we get, because we're coming from a good place. And so with that, I just want to leave it at that. I hope you guys appreciate the perspective of why envy and sometimes, or in some cases rather, jealousy is just useless. There's no space for it. There really is no space for it. So I hope you guys appreciate this, and I hope you took something away from here and something resonated with you where you can start to think for yourself, where are there areas in my life that I may have felt envy, or even right now, do I feel envy towards somebody or something? How can we turn this around where I can appreciate where I am and where I'm going, and continue to have that positive energy along with it? So you guys take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and until next time, peace.